Good morning and welcome to the Sunrise Safari, and yet again we're having an Nkuhuma sunrise, and wonderful to be with the lions and all the cubs. Lots of playing going on. It's always great to be with the lions in the early morning because they are going to be a lot more active. My name is Brent and I've got VM on camera. On the other vehicle we have Steph and Brian, or no, Steph and Dave actually, and then final control Louise and Kirsten. Oh look, we're being stalked. Hello. Look at this. This is just too special. iPhone orbs, just make way. Well, Ali, indeed, we have had lions everywhere. So, Ali, it has been incredible. Unfortunately, they've been making themselves quite vocal. So that's how we've been finding them. They've been roaring. Now, it doesn't look like they were successful in catching anything last night. Oh, serious little battle going on here. Can't get away, just keeps getting caught. Oh, and here comes the amorous male and the youngest Nkuhuma. No, look, she just wants to greet the females, and this could cause a bit of havoc. See how that they try to keep away from him, and he's not letting that youngest female out of his sight. Can you hear that little, a deep growl from the male? Oh. Oof, oof. Mom getting a bit upset, thinking that's a bit rough. Okay, wasn't that incredible? So what happened is the youngest lioness was getting a bit rough with one of the cubs. Mom stepped in, and the male was, of course, sticking with that youngest lioness because she's about to come into estrus. And then he just caused a bit of havoc there. So nothing too serious. The female, even though she was snarling, growling, she got on her back quite quickly, showed a submissive stance. Now, what it did let us know is where the second male was, because suddenly behind us, there's another male somewhere just off here. We could hear calling behind us. It's amazing, something like that just set off a bout of vocalization. Okay, it looks like they're going to get on the move. So we're going to move around and see where they go. And while we do that, let's go say good morning to Steph. Yeah, so they are moving about a bit. The male still trying to keep up with that young female who just wants to play. Get a little bit closer. Oh, oh, oh. There she is. It does really look like she's trying to get rid of him, but he is sticking to her like glue. She just wants to play with the cubs. Oh. Trying to figure out where they're going to go next. There's no real order at the moment. They're just scuttling about, and all the movement is caused by that male and female. Now, Lisa is wondering why the lions are staying around this area. Is it because there's water? Well, Lisa, I think it's probably because there's quite a lot of food around here, and that could also be because of the water. So there's a lot of old buffalo bulls, zebra. So lots of prey species around, so therefore the lions haven't felt the need to move on yet. So we're just trying to figure out where to go next. Oh, this lioness is up. I thought they might move south, but now it looks like they might move north. Now the cubs are just running around, being nonsenses, all around that termite mound. Let's see where the male and female have gone. What do you think, Vim? Should we get a bit closer again? Okay. Morning, morning. Well, we get into a better spot. Let's go have a look at that magnificent sunrise with Steph. I'm just wandering around, all trying to avoid that male and female. Look at that. Recalcitrant old bag. Now there's an interesting handle. Well, a big welcome to you. And recalcitrant old bag would like to know, do cubs in the same litter possibly have different fathers? Yes. So even all three cubs in the same litter, it's possible for them to have been sired by different males. That is the most fun bush in the whole Sabi Sands at this very moment. Oof. Cubbies everywhere. Ooh, that one looks like he's got serious swagger. No, as I said, doesn't look like... Oh, incoming. No, decided against it. And it doesn't look like they caught anything last night. And definitely from all the noises last night, they were hunting. And that little bush still providing ample entertainment. Now, Michael is saying, it seems like everything in the bush makes an excellent toy. There we go. If you're a lion cub. And that is definitely true, Michael. The exuberance of youth. That's quite a wobbly little perch that guy's got there. Could we see a tumble? Uh-oh. 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 Sometimes it's nice to just sit quietly and enjoy. Oof. big dams. Oh, cubs back in the tree as well. Let's try getting a better spot for that. Lev says, I think adult lions spend all their time sleeping to make up for all the time they spend playing as cubs. Well, the joy about being a cub is that your body weight is not too much, so you don't get as hot as easily. So it looks like they are on the move again. While we try and get around, let's go see what Steph's up to. One cub. The rest are spread out through this very broken area. So the elephants have pushed over lots of trees and we can't even sneak through it. And there we go, there's some more cubs there. We've got one lioness lying in the light. Looking quite content, if I do say so myself. Arathusa Fox would like to know, do lions recognize each other by sight and scent? I'd say yes to both. And the second part of the question is, if they split into two different prides, would they recognize each other as friends? They would for a certain amount of time, but if those prides split for a very long time, and then unfortunately, or fortunately, depending, they would become separate prides and fight with each other. And I have seen that before. So it looks like they're up. We've got one little rascal still next to us. We can hear some disagreements happening in the distance between the male and the other lioness. You can see ears up, listening to what's going on. Oh, cub's on its way. They have chosen one of the more impenetrable blocks that we have on Djuma. We will try stick with them. And she's up as well. So we're going to go do a bit of bundu bashing. While we do that, let's go catch up with Steph. So we've lost the rest of the pride, but we've still got the single male who's keeping up the rear. Now, at the moment, the other male, who's growling and trying to keep that little lioness to himself, appears to be dominant. Now, this guy could be playing a very smart move. So, you can see he looks a bit better fed, and that lioness isn't quite ready to mate yet. So, what happens sometimes is these male lions will literally wait, let the other guy do all the chasing, and utilize a lot of his energy and growling, chasing lions, fighting. You can see he's quite a bit skinnier than this one at the moment. This guy's looking nice and well fed. And then as soon as she's actually ready to mate, he'll step in there, beat up his coalition mate, and take the first mating rights. So it could be the fact that he's playing the smart game. Now, of course, this doesn't happen every single time, but it is frequent enough that, or in my experience that I've seen, that this, I think he's playing the smart patience game when it comes to mating. Oh, I can hear a crow calling above us. You see some zebra? BM's spotted some zebra behind the lions. Are you going to go hunt it by yourself, big boy? Looks like he's going to try. Yeah, exactly. As Vim says, I don't know where he's going to put it with a belly that size. Okay. Let's just try reposition to see where he's going. We're not going to stick to him too closely if he is hunting. Now, this is quite a good area. And maybe he is going to go dispel the myth that male lions don't hunt and let the lioness do all the huntings. Male lions do a lot of hunting by themselves because they are away from the pride while they're patrolling a lot. So the zebra, we're moving that way. He's cut that way. So we're not going to stick right behind him in case we interfere. He's moving quite quickly. Yeah, there he is. Now, could he be getting into a good position that the zebras sort of stumble onto him? Watch. I'm just trying to plan where to go next. Okay, let's go. I know more or less where he's going, and there is a road up ahead. I just want to see if we can get a view of the zebras, see where they're going. Now, believe it or not, I've seen a male lion take down a near adult giraffe by itself. So, taking down a zebra, as long as you can get close enough, is not out of the question. So also, one of the reasons I'm making my way back to the road is that less bashing and crashing, we're less likely to distract the zebra or bring attention towards the lion. So, where would you say? I'd say the zebra's crossed somewhere around here, Viam. Now, I didn't quite see what they were. I think Viam spotted them before me. I think, actually, Viam, is it? There he is. No, it's another male lion. I think, or another lioness that came through. I think it could be Amber. Ah. Okay, there we go. I think it might have been the amber-eyed lioness. There she is. So Sally in Oregon is wondering why they try isolate, the males try isolate the females from the rest of the pride. And she says, understands why they wouldn't want another male around. Well, Sally, there's distractions, and the male lions just are programmed to eat, breed, and fight. So that's what they're doing. Is that Amber? I can't really see. Must be. She was the only lioness we couldn't see earlier. She might have been on her way to join the rest of the pride when he spotted her. So I'm just waiting to see what happens here. He might lie down next to her. Or not. Not interested. Now again, the Nkuhumas are providing us with just the most magic lion sightings at the moment. Now, Michael's wondering, between the sticks in the Nkuhumas, which ones have the Birmingham boys spent more time with? Well, Michael, up until now, I would probably say it has been they've spent more time with the sticks, but at the moment they seem to be spending a lot of time with the Nkuhumas. Well, Safari Hayes said that Birmingham boy looked like her bodyguard, watching over her while she sleeps. I think he was just checking her intention, and she wasn't very interested. Now, let's have a look. Is that Amber Eyes, Vim? Looked like it. Let's look at us, please, madam. Let's try get her. No, he's moved off, and he's laying down just in the distance there. We can't really make out where he is. Let's go have a look. Yes, that's definitely Amber. As she looked at me, could see those beautiful eyes. So while the lionesses aren't pregnant, they do come in and out of estrus quite regularly, and that does cause great excitement amongst the male lions. But once they are pregnant, they will generally become non-receptive to mating. There are, of course, some strange things that happen. Sometimes, even if she's pregnant, some of those hormones confuse the males a little bit, so they think she might be ready for mating, even though she is not. But generally, once she is pregnant, that's the end of mating, till those cubs have become independent. And Shamsung was actually wondering about that. Well, Lauren says, I think Amber Eyes would make a terrific mother, and she seems to be in great condition. Indeed, she does, Lauren. All the Nkuhuma lionesses are looking fantastic at the moment. But I do agree, I think she'd be a fantastic mom. They're just doing a little bit of morning grooming. So while things are calm here amongst the big cats, let's go see how Steph's endeavours are faring.